Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you all, and we are here at the SPL Standoff 2 Pro League for the Asian tournament. I am Amplify and here with my partner Kippies right now.
We
All
have
right.
on Sins today.
Yeah, our match today: Sins versus KINGZZ, Group B of Group B, right? Upper, lower. Oh wait, this is lower, right? Lower bracket of Group B.
Oh,
Yeah, really. Yeah. All right. So, get to the
lower
chase.
today.
Who do you think will be winning? Straight to
I
chase.
reckon
Who do you think will
Sins
be winning?
might take this one. Sins will take this one. It'll be close, but I think Sins are just a stronger team. A bit more coordination, a bit more, like experience in the scene. I think they'll work together better as a team and just take this map. How do you think?
Interesting. Well, yeah, basing on the rankings, like if you see Sins, they're top 7 compared to KINGZZ, which is top 10. But so you said it's Sins, right? Well,
Yep.
me being the Filipino in the casting um right now, win or lose, man, I'm picking Sins, man. They're it's a no brainer.
Although
Anyways,
KINGZZ does
what?
have some good players, like Hasey's pretty good, Lolly, Jake, Flacco, Maquisa, very solid lineup. But
I'm
I
not
think
gonna lie, they do pack a punch if you really see their past matches in the tournament, right?
Definitely.
Comparing, they lost against which team?
Oh, I don't remember now. It was a while ago, but it was a close match. I remember that. It wasn't a whitewash. Played very well.
Yes. Okay. Are we supposed to be saying the things?
Do you want to say it? You
Okay.
can say it.
Do you want? Yeah, you say.
Yeah. Is it pinned? Yeah.
Oh, sorry for my my wrong terminology. It was lower Group A lower brackets. Lower brackets? No. Whatever, man. It's Group A. As long as it's Group A. All right. You take it this
Just want
time.
to mention that esports is a confederation created by Axelbot, in which there are owners of the best tournaments in the world based on the Standoff 2 scene. This confederation strives to give a professional structure to the competitive scenario of Standoff 2, with the help of different organizations operating in all regions. Esports was created mainly to make sure that all tournaments which are part of this confederation share the same general rules, balance, and hence increase the amount of support each tournament gets.
Yeah, so all in all, we keep saying this every game. E6 of Standoff 2 currently. So yes.
I think first map is Rust. Very
Rust?
two-sided map, but
Who picked it?
it was picked by Sins, and they obviously get the T side.
Oh yes. Okay. So like I keep saying, I know because I also played Sins a couple of times in local tournaments that Sins' map is indeed Rust, which, as you can see by their previous games, Rust is where they actually thrive. Like compared, right? So they played KINGZZ during their last match, Sins, and they did better in Rust compared to Province. Saying that it is against KINGZZ, right? The top 1 team in Asia currently. So, I'm expecting the first map to be picked, to be won by Sins, right?
Yeah,
They know the map, they know it from the ins and outs. But here's the thing: unless KINGZZ can surprise Sins by giving them like clutches or like insane counter pickpocket pocket shots, yeah, I think KINGZZ can have a chance at winning this.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. And on especially playing CT, you don't actually have to win the half. You only need 3 or 4 rounds in CT, and you can really just turn around on that T side. Especially on Rust, a really T-sided map. I think if KINGZZ wins the early pistol round and a few ecos, they can really win this map.
True. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Very T-sided, and once the momentum starts moving for a certain team, depending on where they are, at least, it's really hard for players to. Really hard for teams to lose that momentum, especially now that you keep saying it's T-sided, right? So if they You know, if they keep winning their rounds and getting in their opponent's heads, in totality, the opposing team will lose that game.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But it's all about that quick start, I reckon. The motivation boost and momentum just going towards your team. If you can start well, then I think you can close out the match, especially on a one-sided map like Rust. And as you said, Sins knows this map like the back of their hand. They can really just learn each and every strat of it. And I think that might put them ahead in this one.
Second map, right? It's Sandstone, the the map we love to hate and hate to love.
Picked by
But
King?
first, anyways, let's focus back on the first map. Anyways, Rust. We are starting now, and the warm-up's gonna be ticking down right now. I guess it's a good time to talk about the rosters, right?
Definitely, definitely.
All right,
Let's
you
go.
take KINGZZ, I get Sins.
All right. KINGZZ's lineup consists of Lolly, Flacco, Jake, Hasey, and McQueester.
Okay. And then for Sins, the lineup right now we have my friend Matador, Nos, Shawarma, Basics, and Script. Yes, Filipino representatives all the way here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my
Definitely.
goodness! If you're looking at the top, if you're looking at chat, it's being lit up by Filipinos. Not gonna lie, I see so many players.
Yep. Always show.
Someone's looking for Nevermind. All right, so Nevermind agreed that he'll be taking the second map. That's why Kippy's here will be taking the first map. Yeah. Hey.
All right. First map winning just in the warm-up stage.
Everyone's memeing still at this point. If we're talking about stats though, I got to say, if I go straight for the players, I gotta say Matador has to have the most experience out of all of them, all these players. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I gotta agree with you.
If you look at his stats, he has 3,000 hours at least. And then if we're gonna be pitting him against KINGZZ's best player, who would it be? One with the most playtime. Or that's what I'm looking for at least.
Hasey might be one of the most played, especially in the competitive scene. More like, you think of good players. Hasey is definitely in the conversation.
AC.
Solid player.
Oh yeah, true. I seen him already in a couple of tournaments. Yeah, he's really good. Not gonna lie. But let's just get real here. Here, all of the players here are really really good. Anyways, right now we'll be taking a break. We'll be back once the warm is over. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen. KINGZZ versus Sins. The team who loses this gets eliminated from the tournament. So yeah, first pistol rounds right now. Sins going in for 3 upgraded pistols and 2 Glocks. As for KINGZZ, Lolly. So only the person who has a PG50. Everyone else has their standard USPs. It looks like a very very fast entry rush into B for Sins at this point. And no one's still finding their kills. Script finds best and everyone's stacked up in heaven for KINGZZ. And now Flacco's pushing through doors, and he gets a kill out to Matador. Script, can he get a player? Lolly kills out Basic. He gets 2. Can he get a third? Oh yes, he can. But oh, never mind. What happened there? Sins basically all in great positions, but in totality lost the round to KINGZZ, who very much did the fast retake.
I think what happened there, they just as Sins went into that site, they hesitated a bit, and then they got shown on that map, which allowed the quick rotate from Kings to come in. The bomb didn't get planted down very far, and the retake was just quite easy for them, really. But it looks like they will attempt it again. Another B rush coming by the looks of it.
Actually, no, it doesn't. It seems like one is going to mid and the other one's going to factory, it seems like. To see if there will be any very aggressive pushes. Take it down. Basics. That there would be basics. King Z on the other hand. Yo, they're all stacked up A. They have no info.
Sin still holding still, just hoping a player over pushes and gets that pick on them. Common economic plan here, but see if they can pull
Oh,
it.
look at Hakai. Hase. Oh, he was boosted up. You didn't see that. That's actually a really good boost, not gonna lie.
Looks like Shrumja will be the first to push in.
Warma.
Back. He's just looking to get information on the site, which will allow his teammates to come in. He's unable to do anything just yet. I think Sins are mounting that A attack with Bomb just pushing on to B long.
I won't say that right now because it seems like Sins are still being too indecisive about this. Matador and Basics are still trying to see if they can create space here on the ace side, while KINGZZ, they're still confused. They're waiting for this push to happen, and there's the info. They know that someone is in heaven. It doesn't seem.
There's only one man on B side. If they can fake him and get the bomb down, it's a really good
The
position.
rotates are coming. The fake is working, I guess.
He pushes through. McQuista gets him. He gets a second.
Ooh.
Flacco trades him, gets the third. Flacco gets another.
Okay. What is this?
Go down to Hasey.
Sins getting destroyed as the entry comes in. Yeah, that was really nice by Mekusta. How to pronounce this? Mekusta. Very, very nice round by Mekusta and Hakai. Flacco, sorry, it's Flacco who got them double kills. Yeah.
So again, another Sins pushing that B site, trying to get a foothold in there and then eventually push. Bit different from the common tactic of just pushing A every round, but doesn't seem to be working in their favor so far.
Shawarma trying to see if he can get first contact here. Trying to get info, but no one's being spotted. No one's pushing long. This is really smart by KINGZZ. They're not giving Sins the info. They're not giving them allowance to go for the push. Go for the push and be aggro. They're just waiting waiting for the push to come in and just playing this very, very smart.
Here
and
comes
here it is.
The push. Leading the charge.
The bomb's leading the charge. If this bomb gets caught out, it's over. Basics. Hakai. That side. Can he get one at least? Yes, he gets one.
But the
Matador left or touch.
Just like that.
Left or touch. He gets one. Can he get the second? No, he doesn't. SMG, a really hard weapon to work with, especially against long mid-range battles.
The bomb is down.
They're trying to spray.
Both CTs can just hold it until the end of this round. Really gonna be a hard retake for this Matador here. 40 HP.
He's tagged. Tag Jake. 30 seconds to the clock.
And a FAMAS. It's gonna be a very hard retake. Now he's coming out.
One's pushing.
Another nade.
Just waiting.
Well, KINGZZ are playing this smart. Only 15 seconds left on the clock. He picks up a Flacco finds his head. And just like that, you're up 0.
I think Matador could have just played silent there. He could have just walked slowly and then just surprised one for the corner. But never mind about that, since they finally have their rifles except for Shawarma as an SMG. KINGZZ on the other hand, they have also full buy with everyone having rifles and Hakai having an M16. Trying to spray down to heaven.
Bomb going to that B side.
Someone's at mid. Yeah, that's basics. I am really curious to see what he can do in this position right now, because this might be really powerful if... But the problem is that KINGZZ is always checking that mid position. And allowing...
Yeah, he got found on that map from Hasey, and they can just hold this position. He's really locked in a little cell here. Nade's coming in, puts him down to 35 HP.
Ooh, that's a good nade.
I think he's good as dead here. He's just going to be held off in this little corner.
Maybe instead he wins the race, but for Sins it seems like...
He can probably smoke out, get back to the area, and hopefully join the rest of his teammates, which are looking to do that B push once again. just holding around B long. Basic hold behind. Looks like Matador peeking the outside, trying to find
Oh, he
Jake.
sees one. He knows one's at Z. But wait, what is he doing? They're all stacked up on A minus Mascuta, who's here at the B, who's here in the corner of B site. No, playing really dangerous here, but still he's trying to get the info. Throws a grenade, trying to see if he can get any extra damage in, but doesn't find anyone.
I think Sins are trying to bait KINGZZ to go into that A site and then trying to push B. But just as I say that, they're just planning to rotate back over to A. Stromer, Script bringing the bomb over.
Matador seeing if he can get the push in. He spots Jake. He gets the nade in. 37 HP for Jake. Here comes Flaco, trying to push in as well, but the smoke is concealing them properly. Satador already on site, trying to spray down, trying to see if he can get anyone. And no, he takes out Mescuta. Hakai. Ooh, the double kill by Hakai. Guy 6, he gets Flaco. Let's go. No, the flag. No, the flag. Can he make it? Can he make this happen? KINGZZ, they're all preoccupied. And Sticky. Someone, Sticky. Take it, Sticky. But no Shawarma. He also gets the kill on Jake. Here's Rao as well. He gets the kill as well. And last player is Hakai on site. And can Sins finally get this Can Sins finally get the first round on the board against KINGZZ? Hakai, last man standing, tried to see if he can fight his way out here. Instead, tried to save this AK-47, but yes, he gets the kill onto Gno, and he gets the kill onto gets the kill onto Shawarma. What is happening here? Can he still get the defuse? Yes, there is time, and no, Sins, they let the round slip away from their hands in KINGZZ. They hold on to their momentum lead. Yeah, this is what you're talking about, right? The very once a team gets onto the momentum, that's basically absolutely that's absolutely over for the other team, right?
Especially
looks
right
like
now, Sins have just that round 100%, and they've just lost it. And that's going to really ruin their confidence and motivation here.
But knowing Sins, no. Knowing Sins from like a player's perspective, if you haven't played them before, you know, like they never give up too easily. There's just another reset, just reset, and you know, continue as normal. I mean, which is supposed to be the thing for all teams. But Shawarma, he can't find the person who he needs. Misses the grenade. Sins looks like they're panicking. Never mind, they are panicking right now.
It's just a few rounds, especially on CT side of Russ, you know, a map that you really should be up on T side. Just can do a lot to your confidence. You can give the other team good confidence as well. And Standoff is really a motivation game, and right now, KINGZZ
the
is
mind
winning
games. It's all the mind games. Ooh, Matador and Flaco, they're at it again here at Heaven, trying to see if one can kill off the other very early. No one's being too pushy here for Sins and for KINGZZ as well. All of them are holding, all of them are playing slow, and yeah. But looks like this time
KINGZZ is playing this to perfection. Instead of, you know, rushing, getting a bit excited that they're winning, they're just holding the same spots over and over again, waiting for Sins to push in and then capture on any flaw that they make, and it's just working really well here. They're up 4-0. Hasty's 8-1. Really good start to the game for them.
True. Oh, if you're a Sins fan, you must be really heartbroken, as I am right now. Ooh, and there's the first kill. Flaco kills off Matador. Can Skip get killed? Oh no! Everyone's going down for Sins and KINGZZ. All of their aim is perfect. Shawarma, last man alive.
There's no time for a plant. It's going to be 5-0 here to KINGZZ.
He just decides to save Definoff. Yeah. And looks like KINGZZ will allow the save at least. Nice try for Sins, but they couldn't find it. Shawarma having 200 plus ping. Not KINGZZ, they all have 100 ping. 100 ping average, and Hakai leading the charge with 9-2 and 1. Yeah, you were talking about Hakai earlier. You say that he was really a person to look out for in this game, and I think I'd see why you said that, because it looks like he is top fragging, he's showing his skills, and being there for KINGZZ wherever he's needed.
Definitely, he's just holding, once again, he's just holding that AZ position really well. He's not over pushing, he's not getting over cocky, he's just holding it over and over again. He's playing boring Standoff too, and it might be boring, but it definitely works.
Yeah, true.
Oh, this boost might find out Nor here.
Spot him on the mid.
Map.
Push mid. Matador, he's trying to see if he can make space for his team here on B. But since they're not playing their normally, I promise you, this is not how they play normally.
I think they're just getting a bit shattered right now. Just
they're being really hesitant to push. Trying to
that's what I said
and
before.
when they
You lose a few rounds, were almost perfect.
here's the thing,
That motivation, bit of confidence.
Akusta takes out Matador here at B, and they're just getting shattered right now since they're being taken off one at a time. No, trying to see if they make something out of this. Basics, and here comes the push onto the A side. Lolly, he takes out Basics, and Flacco, he takes out Script, denying the bomb plant. No, trying to see if he can make anything out of this, but no, he also dies. Last man is Shawarma, 200 ping to his name, a lot of grenades, and a FNAF.
Once again, KINGZZ they're not pushing, they're not looking for that last player. They'll go back to holding that Z.
This is so smart. It's shattering.
Once
Playing
again,
it so slow and playing it so smart. Absolutely beautiful, not gonna lie. Even I mean, as a caster, I really respect this, not gonna lie. But we're in Standoff is what?
If you're Sins right now, you got to think about changing the momentum of this game. Every round you try to slow split push. Why not try an A rush or something? Something you haven't tried just yet. Might not work out. It's worth the try.
And
worth just changing the
yeah,
momentum.
I think your wish is being granted. I hope so. Because they're always getting these, try to isolate these one-on-ones, but the problem is they are losing to these one-on-ones. They're not getting the read, by the way. They're not getting the read that only one player defends B every single round, which is Gusta. Just as I just say that Hakai here, Hasai here. He's just waiting. It's now a B stack at this point. 2 players at B, 1 mid for KINGZZ, and the rest at A. And they know they're there. You know the push is coming. Swarma gets a kill. Matador also trades, ends out a 3v3 in favor of Sins, who has sight practically right now. Oh, never mind, they don't. No, this is so smart by Sins. They are being really smart right now, trying to fake the rotate in.
No. Situation as Jake finds Nor. Jake and Lolly have to combine against Matador and Basic. Jake hiding in that Z position, and he finds out.
Oh, he gets to kill Matador.
Basic has to push into sight here. He does get to the bomb area, but gets naked by Free Fire's coming in. Basic finds one, but he's quickly trapped by Jake. And just like that, it's 7-0.
7-0 for Sins. This is I am speechless right now. I am heartbroken. I am heartbroken, man. This is not how I expect this. I was expecting at least like 5-7 at this 5-7, at least a 3-4 this first half. Not gonna lie. But
yeah, but especially on a T-sided map, I think just Sins have practiced these strategies, and I guess KINGZZ just perfectly countered them. Sins hasn't been able to adapt here. Kings have just played the same strategy every round.
They always play slow. They need to change tempo. They need to see if anything from. We're not seeing a classic Sins rush. That's what I'm saying. And this Sins in these times they're not afraid to go in for the full rush. And
yeah, I mean maybe it's the big popularity of this tournament. When you're playing your comps and stuff, you're not scared to rush in and open frag, but when you're playing these huge tournaments, maybe the players are just a bit scared of losing their life. Instead of playing that opening frag position, they're holding back.
And as we say, that script tried to do the hero play, but no, he can't find. He only finds one Flacco. Bescuta kills Shawarma and Matador's last man standing. Ooh, he's from the... Okay, he's trying to... Oh, that's so... Another opportunity wasted by Sins to get the kills and get what they need to do, but sadly... Then again...
This could be
just... Comeback story? Comeback story, please? Anyone?
On a T-sided map like Rust, I don't think it's possible to get a comeback on this. It's just really bad.
I think they should really go for the last round at this point. Next map at this point. I don't see a 9. I see a 10-0.
Another slow play. All 9 rounds have been a slow play, except for maybe the first one. And I've got to
Which
say,
is
the
just
pistol rounds are the closest they've come.
yeah.
I think Sims have to go back to the drawing board after this map. Matador does find the opening pick though.
That's how these rounds are supposed to play. Early picks has to go to Sins, but since they cannot compete with this KINGZZ roster in terms of aim, they really need to compete in terms of strategy. And here's the thing, KINGZZ they're just playing the same thing over and over and over again, and they're just no one's they just keep playing this tight position.
Same position every round. It's 4 on A, 1 on B site. Surely KINGZZ has to notice this and play against it, but so far it's just been the same thing every round, and they're just getting punished for it.
Basics trying to see if he can make space here at mid, but no one's pushing. Lolly. Ooh, Haskai, he gets the first kill onto Matador, and will this signal the push of Sins all the way to A site? No, it signaled the rotate. And Bomb is heading there with fast and furious speed. Hakai, last man standing here, and B, he needs to hold this off for KINGZZ. For all his teammates to rotate, because if you see here, they are all stacked up against the wall here on A, and
Yeah.
here comes the push. Ooh,
And it-
Sakai, Snake is so smart. He
Good try.
delayed the plant. At
And
least.
Jake, maybe on just a few health, he finds Jake 2v2 situation. Can he get the bomb down?
Look at No! Look at No! Look at No!
Shimmer goes down. Nor's coming behind though. They might not
But
notice.
it's not planted for him. It's not planted for him. It's
not
bad.
planted at all.
It's not even planted.
2 seconds. Can he get him? Oh, what a smart play from
No!
Flacco.
And
Just
it's a
plays
9-0.
quick ring around the rosies and just wins the round 9.5. Sins have just been completely rocked here. 9-0 down on a CT sided. Wow.
They all played so slow. But I hope this can come for a comeback. No, maybe not. I'm already doubting here. I'm gonna say that Sins will get 10-0 here. This is their map pick. Right?
Their own map pick. And
Their own map pick.
And it's just hurt him.
Uh,
They stay with the deagle by. Just starting to rub salt in the wound here.
Ooh, they're all pushing A. They're all rushing A. Matador he's going aggressive right now. It's the first kill Pusta, but that's all he wrote. Oh no, okay. I see you. He gets a kill. Okay, now the push from KINGZZ has stopped. Jake and Flaco being low health with Lolly being the only healthy player.
Lolly does have
yeah.
They do give him the bomb, smart play.
Nade coming in. Oh, that's a double kill with the grenade! Oh my goodness me.
Don't rule him out of this, sir. It's not had the great game so far, but do not rule him out of this. He has armor, he has the G22. He can really do some damage here. Nor in low health. There's only one on that A site. There's only one on that close A site.
But will Lolly check the angle when he pushes? That's the question. Actually, wait. Wait, is that me or do you see?
I see that little
glitch.
You see
a charm.
Yeah.
You see a charm. You saw a charm, right?
Okay, wait. He does pick up the tech.
Here goes the push. Lolly gets a kill to Law. You all know he's there now.
Damage being done. He does have that body. Free fire might come in. Doesn't find anyone. Low HP now. 3v1 situation and basic does find him out.
You said this was a T-sided map, right? Nah, you're wrong. I think it's CT. I think it's been proved. This is a tall order. This is a tall order even for them, the top 1 team in the Philippines. Right?
Definitely. I think 9-1 is still pretty rough though. That's a lot to come back.
But hey, they are a miracle team. And here it comes. A very, very aggressive push from KINGZZ. Hakai trying to see if he gets anyone. But wait, where's the push? They're not yet pushing. They're all stacked up in factory at this point.
This one talking about how much of a different position Sims playing compared to the KINGZZ play. Hassie finds the first, Grit finds Lolly, Nor finds McQuista, and just like
here comes the push!
Flacco pushes in, the nade is good though. And it's a 1v3. Another nade comes in for a total of 3 nade kills that round.
They're just, it's so predictable to be honest, not gonna lie. And it's a 2-9 in favor of Sins. Wait, can I speak in Filipino for a moment? Konti na lang mga sir. Just a little bit more. Sins can probably get, I hope. But oh my god, look at this Arsenal by KINGZZ. They want to end this early. Flacco trying to see if they can get. Oh wait, no, never mind. They want to get this early, but they're playing slow. Wait. Ho 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 ho. Okay, Hakai and Jake. Wait, never mind. Ooh, Hakai, he gets the first kill into basics. They're at mid, and this is not good for Sins. If this push comes in, they will absolutely get destroyed. Unless someone gets a pick, though, from Sins and Script. He saw the person. It's not good.
Stuck on that left side. He's gonna try and keep the Scripts almost stranded on that left side with no one coming around to help him. Hasey's just gonna pre-fire him here. A bit of a messy spray, but he does find it. 4v2 situation. Shamrock finds the answer. But Hasey's behind here. He's gonna find Matador. Jake steals him before.
Oh, okay, no, never mind.
And Hasey looking to take the game winner.
GG, well played. 2-10 in favor of KINGZZ. Their first Sins' map pick gets taken away from them. And so much stuff just got stolen, not gonna lie. That was a really close match. I wonder why Sins didn't full buy. I feel like from that first map, from those first 2 rounds, they could have bought rifles. Right? They could have bought rifles the first chance they got.
It wasn't worth saving, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't worth saving. Because either way you lose. Yeah. Right? Well,
I think you can show the difference between how both teams played their CT side. KINGZZ played a really defensive, no one on side on the A, and just looked to retake every single teams. They were always on that side, always looking to get that opening pick, and it just didn't work out as well for them. KINGZZ really just showed their class. Great first game.
Compared to Sid, they played a very, very aggressive. They played a very, very aggressive CT side, right? They pushed their players really up high. Where in KINGZZ, they just played all the way near CT spawn for very fast rotates and for very defensive positioning, right?
Yeah, definitely.
This allows those very slow play Sins to get screwed over in both in their T side, right? They played slow every single round.
I think
it's just a bind.
Because I think they just got a bit scared by the big tournaments, right? And comp and stuff, you always just rush in for those frags, but
I'm not sure if that's the case though. Because I'm not sure if that's the case. Like, I'm not sure if it's pressure, to be honest. Because Sins has already competed in multiple tournaments in the past, multiple international tournaments in the past, and yeah. But here's the thing, like, I think this is a different roster, and like a few of them got I think a few of them are just like new to this very high type of
pressure situation.
High type of gameplay, actually. But I'm not with Matador being the only veteran from them. It seems like.
Matador would look like
Matador and No. Make that Matador and No.
Matador looked to be the only one like really pushing in to get those opening frags and to win space for his team to play in. The rest of the team just kind of looked a bit stranded. Looked like they were just playing to really just trying to hope that the other KINGZZ would rush into them, but that never happened. KINGZZ just played rock solid, boring Standoff 2. And I don't say boring as an insult, I say it as the biggest compliment you can mean because it just works so well. Just waiting for the other team to push in.
Don't say boring. It's actually just say defensive, I guess. slow defensive, you know. And it really sees the experience of the players in the individual players. Even if Sins is above KINGZZ in terms of rankings.
All right.
I think most of their players have more experience compared to others, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about the second map here. It'll be on Sandstone, picked by KINGZZ. I'm pretty sure they have one side.
Sins is known to struggle on Sandstone against really strong teams, so I'm not optimistic about this. But if Sins can win this, we will be moving on to a game 3.
Sins did seem a lot better on that CT side though. They won. Obviously, they lost 9-0 on that T side, but more than just that, they just played, I think, a bit more solid, a bit more as a team on CT. What do you think of that?
Um, well, because the core of sins. Okay, so this is a different sins from like when they were like most of their like release. No, I'm not saying that they're not strong, but there's more stronger players. I would say so myself. Got either retired or got transferred to other clans. So
Yeah.
I this newer sins roster seems really. They do have the teamwork like Sins is known for. I think the
Yes.
problem with that is, like I keep saying, the inexperience of the players in a really high skill tournament. Even though they did get even though they did get second place in Revelations League, I want you guys to take note that I'm not downgrading Sins right now. Okay, I'm not saying that um they are trash. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out that during their time in Revelations League, they got to the
I don't know.
finals
Sins?
because two of the teams that they were supposed to play on during the gauntlet um disconnected or got disqualified or got disbanded, or they were not like active during that time, right?
They had a very rough tournament. Yeah, just things out of the game really hurt them, I reckon, that tournament. But they
But
still played very good, even under the
anyways,
they had. But let's
King
talk.
Z on the other hand, let's talk about them.
Let's talk about the next map here. Sandstone, picked by KINGZZ. They will have the T side. I think, yeah, Citizens are really going to struggle, especially after that Rust side. I think they might be, a bit on edge, a bit frustrated. They really have to push
uh
like they
true,
normally do.
true. Yeah, knowing Sins players, like when I play with them on comms on competitive, like they do tend to they do tend to lash out a bit when it comes to like losing rounds. So I do agree with what you're saying.
I'm not saying they're doing it, but the worst thing you can possibly do is get at your teammates' voices. Really just get at them. You want to just be positive no matter what.
Yeah, I see what you
Constructive
mean.
is fine, but you just don't want to get at each other. You want to play as a team no matter what.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
here, Sandstone, picked by Kings, as I've said a few times.
A very small map. Good for rushing. Good for very fast for very fast plays.
Rotation's definitely a big one on this map. You'll see it a ton of times on the T side, going from A to B back to A.
A to B to A to B to A.
Happens all the time. It's just
A
not
it's
that
another
much.
day in the office. A fake to B, A fake to B, fake to mid push to mid fake to all the way to boost all the way to boost A, mid to A, and then now everyone will just get planted. And all the time is wasted while you're doing that.
But I think it's definitely worth it because, a rush to get into the side only takes 10 or 15 seconds. But if you're constantly rotating between each side, you can really catch a few CT players out, get a free picks. And then when you push in that side, instead of it being that 5v5, it's just a 5v3. But we will see how Kings plays this. How do you think this match is going to go? Guess the score, I reckon.
Um,
The caster's
hard to
prediction.
say. Caster's prediction, I would say it will go to King Z because it's their map pick. And for score, I would say um 10-0. I really have to say that since we'll be losing this. I'm so sorry. Who's T side? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
T
wait.
side.
What? Wait. Here's a second. Since is on CT side. Oh, I see.
Yeah, Kings is on CT.
Sandstone is going for. Oh, what? Sorry. Go.
Map was picked by Kings, so obviously they're going to choose. I think after seeing their T side on Rust, it was definitely the correct decision. They played very aggressive, which is good for this map.
Well, they did take factory control early, which Sins doesn't really. They do, but they don't stack it early. They just go for a simple like 2-1-2. Not gonna lie.
Sins played much slower on Rust than I think normal. You normally play on Rust. Rust is normally a quick map.
Yeah,
Sandstone's also a quick map, but
it's
we'll
very
see how
one
this goes.
dimensional.
It is
It's
quite a
very
small
one
map.
dimensional.
Locations are small.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really active on Sandstone. You can't just guard one side. You have to know your way through both. I think with Sin's experience with the new roster, they might struggle with that. Do you think?
Since oh wait, don't let script. Um, whatever. Anyways, I think the player that will be really. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we're allowed to talk at this point. I think the player that will be really. We're allowed to be. We will be looking at will be Matador. It seems like I played him a lot of times in Sandstone, but it's hard to moment.
Alright, I think we'll take a quick break until the start of the game. We'll see you then.
Oh, there won't be a video for this part for a second map.
Oh, okay.
We can talk. Sorry.
Oh, that's alright. I didn't know about that.
I was saying Matador because he really does well on Sandstone. Not to lie, in KINGZZ, I really want to be looking at Hakai again. Hakai, he top frag last map. Was it him who top frag? Flag?
Yeah,
Top
he
frag?
went 18 last map.
Ooh, that's a really high score. Not to lie.
He top fragged by
So
quite a bit. He played very well as well. He played smart. Normally when you see with these top frags, you see big flashy plays, but as we start this match, we'll see what happens. Looks like King.
okay, the classic, very very aggressive A push, A rush.
Oh, shots being fired through there. Nade coming through, doing a bit of damage, but not quite enough. It's a good nade from Jake. I might find
No,
out.
another pass.
No, down onto 2 HP.
Give me a moment.
Flashes coming in, just trying to halt the attack as the rotations come through. No one just 2 HP. Won't do as much as the other teammates, but he's still there to get a lucky headshot or something onto these high-tiered players. Whole of Sins is here. Looks like a 3-2 lineup. Few players going back to that B site. And here comes the push. Makwista finds Noah. Hasty finds Shinoja. Hasty looking for more, rushing in. Sharon plays out and the bomb gets planted. Basic finds Lolly. Hasty with a quick one onto Matador. 4v2. Hasty with another one. Low HP. Has to reload. Knife comes out. He's not going to be reloading and he finds the knife. He falls down on Script's hands. Shots coming through. Hasty's going to flank behind and he should find the kill. Flacco coming. Nice coming. Flacco with the Tech 9 ends the round. It's 1-0. Once again, the early momentum onto into a 9-0 lead. I think KINGZZ will be looking to get that momentum once again. So they're changing things up here. A slower B push. Here they come. Pushing.
Am I supposed to cover for Amplify here?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
sure.
look at the
I'll
nades.
do it.
2 nades coming through. Lolly finds one. Flacco finds another. And he combines for a second with the P90. Just like that. 2 quick rounds and it's 2-0 to KINGZZ.
Wow. Nice one from KINGZZ.
Hasty 4-0. Flacco 3-0. Sins just have 1 kill to their name.
Yep, it's only basic. Oh,
Quista with that pre-fire and he chops Basic's head off. 4v5 again early. Sin's trying to make a difference with the MP7s, but looks like maybe a bit of a rotation coming through. The
yep.
Kings momentum here, a bit more slower. Looks like most of Sin's players onto that B side.
Oh, okay,
One
you're
on the A
back. Sayonara.
coming through. Flacco looks to push low and he finds him 5v3. No nades coming out. Smokes from the pit.
Push from KINGZZ coming up right now. Script. Oh, sorry.
4v1 situation and it's all down on Noah. He's on that A side. It's going to be stranded. Flacco fires the pre-fire. Can't find him. And I think Noah, it's just better to save his MP7 here. So that's what he's going to try and do. Maybe a bit of a flank.
Now they're just hunting now. Everyone's hunting now. Look at it all.
Another disruption to Sin's economy is just not good. Here comes a knife attempt, but Jake with the P90 just mows him down. 3-0 to Kings with only 2 deaths in the process.
What happened to the first two, What happened to the first two rounds?
A rush, very good A rush, and then a B rush that just completely won the round.
Uncalled for, probably. Since they don't have armor, they're all forcing this. Minus Script and Shawarma, who have armor.
It's another B push by the looks of it. Slow B push. Flacco finds another. Picking mid with a pinion. Looks like none of them on site on that deep side in that archers area. Both behind that treasure wall. Both
All
in the
cases.
wall area.
Okay.
Finally pushes one of the archers, but he can both
Couldn't find the
CT.
frags. Couldn't find the kills.
Lolly can't flick up to the other. 3v2, but with that bomb down, it's going to be quite an issue. Quista stops the flank, and a 3v1. It's going to be tough. Tries to grab the AK, but AC rips lead.
Yes, KINGZZ, they are playing this really, really well. Yeah. I wonder what Sins will be doing for this one. But whatever, man. KINGZZ is the team to watch at this point.
It's like more of a split push here from KINGZZ. What
Ooh,
a
nice.
nade there from Mojo, down to 32 HP. So they're changing things up. I think they're looking for more of an A, maybe a mid push coming here.
I think it's a mid. Someone's. If we look at
bomb,
Kusta.
nades coming in.
Okay. KINGZZ, they're not as healthy as they used to be. So it's a chance for Sins at this point. Ooh, basics! That was a really good angle he was holding there. Taking the kill out of the Kusta.
Marches and he finds him. Jake wasn't just ready for it, so he doesn't get the trade. 3 fires coming out, does a bit of damage, puts him down to 14 HP. But a kamikaze nade brings him down to 24.
Okay, being the last man. You know what this man can do, right? He clutched around, right? Last game? Last match? Last game? Right?
Yeah.
He clutched around last game?
Hasty and Jake both yet to die, but Jake will be the first to fall. Script coming for the rotate. Lolly finds the trade, and it's all down on his hands. He is down on the site with bomb. Gets
Okay, he spots
out.
the person.
Here comes Script. Script looking to just waste a bit of
Ring
time.
around the rosies.
Script peeks them out and finds him down to 7. First round to Sins. Down to 7. First round to Sins.
Finally, they got around. Yeah. But here's the thing. Like I said earlier, Sandstone is known to be very T-sided, so I think it's because of the T side. That's why KINGZZ they are finding these kills and finding these rounds. But I'm not pertaining that they can't do anything. But look at KINGZZ. They're being very aggressive here at mid. Ollie, a B as well. Makusta and Lolly pushing all the way to mid. Ooh, Makusta, that's huge. He gets a double kill all the way now.
No one's on that B side ready to trade, but Hasty's gone. Hasty's taking a bit of time to plant that bomb. He was already on that A push. All players going back to that B long area. Best place to probably defend that bomb from. Hasty looking to push CT, make contact. Ooh, nearly finds Nor there. I think both Sins players might look to save, and yeah, they will
Yeah,
be.
they are.
Fair enough player, 42 with bomb already halfway down.
And they thought they already stopped the KINGZZ's momentum at that point, but no. KINGZZ an answer back with a very, very unsuspecting doors push onto mid, onto the B side, allowing Makusta to get that 2K and allowing KINGZZ to easily win over that B side. And yeah, since they're being read like a book by KINGZZ, no one was watching doors at that point, and allowed Makusta to get that easy push onto them.
Yeah.
Alright, now someone's watching doors. Okay, now he gets the info. Basics gets the first kill. Okay, we see you, we see you.
A bit of a mid area here.
All Sins has to do is stay passive and defensive. They do not need to push, they do not need to rush. They just need info and they just need to rotate properly. Smoke's coming in, trying to bait the push, trying to bait the rotates. Not here at Apps. He's doing really, really well at this point. It's Makusta. And no one's pushing. Those pushes stop. And looks like KINGZZ players seem to be heading towards B at this point.
Nade hits.
Akai leading the charge into up script. He gets one.
Bombs down in
Last man
back.
sandwich.
Pete coming around. Here comes a pre-fire. Matador covers for his teammate. Flacco finds a truck in this pit area. 3 sins played swarm.
That was so awkward.
Flash comes out. Flacco's just going to be trapped in that little corner.
And who else to kill? To get the kill except for No. Okay. Yeah, 2-5 on the board. 5 on the board. For in favor of KINGZZ still. And since it looks like they are not doing too well as well, 5. Their top fragger is 5 compared to the KINGZZ. All of their players have 7 kills at least. And here's another one. Lolly takes out the kill onto Shawarma. And ooh, that's a good grenade. Still there. Kippies.
Yeah, I was just saying, Hasty, look over the top here. Trying to find a few for the smoke, but you can't find any. 5v4 situation once again, and then eventually going to Kings. So they're going to be switching things up, heading to that A side.
Okay, so they know there's one at long. Will they expect Knock here and Shadow?
AC made a bit of noise in that footsteps, but there's only 2 on that A side. 2-2 split. They push out here. I reckon Sins might have some trouble defending this.
Oh, it's a full just drop onto A. Here come the grenades, here come the flashes, here come the utility. No, he gets one, but it's only good for one. Script, still last man at long, trying to see if he can get another one. He's trying to fall back. Makusta being aggressive here right now, trying to see if he can get Script. Yes, he gets him! And now it's a 2v3 in favor of KINGZZ. Matador, trying to pre-fire. And they know there's one at after, they know there's one at long. But they can't find the other guy. And here comes the push. It's an easy cleanup for Hakai and Flacco. And it's the final round of the second half. Of the second game. First half of the second game.
AC looking to help his team on here after a great start in Ross. 7-2 top rating this round as well. Great start. Yeah, they come. Look at this quick A, B push, sorry. Shot's being fired. Lolly covers for his teammate as they push in. Bomb's going to get planted. Flacco finds Matador. 5v3 situation. Shoma with nothing but an FS. It's going to have trouble retaking this site. Jake runs out of bullets just as he sprays into that CT area. Flacco finds the basic and he'll just get traded off by Lolly.
Well, let's final round by KINGZZ.
Clean round there.
Our predictions are really off.
Very dominant half.
True. I won't be surprised at this point if KINGZZ will just take the runaway game at this here. I feel like KINGZZ will be going for push. Don't actually never mind. I don't think they'll be going for push as we see during Rust. They played very defensively, so I'm expecting that they'll do the same. Never mind, they're being a bit passive at this point, trying to get the info they need.
Oh, but again, just slowing down right as they get to that place where you have to pull the trigger and execute. Just change their mind, rotate back to A. It's a good play here. 5v1. They really just push. See, this is where they don't have to hesitate. They have to push in now. Find this 5v1 situation on the site. They slow down and Hasty comes too. Nade comes in, Makuista finds another. And it's a 5v2.
Here comes the push. Oh, Hakai. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful 4K to start off the round. This is not looking good for Sins, who will... Seems like they will be losing this. I hope not.
Very one-sided game so far.
For both maps. Sins. A bit slow right now. Oh wait, Hakai, he's going for the push. Surprise! He gets the first kill. Can he get the second? Yeah, match point for KINGZZ. And this is the second time they're staring down a 9-2 barrel. Can Sins take something out of this? Can they go for the comeback, or will they succumb to this 10-2? Anyway, Sins.
They're slowing things down. Didn't work in Ross, and I doubt it'll work here. Hasty pushes through. The rest of the team's not there to cover, and Shimojo finds.
Oh, rip.
Hasty doubles down on another. And Lolly will
Lolly.
double up. And just like that, it's down to 2 more. Scripted Matador again. Hasty finds another.
And Script last man standing. Being paranoid. Ooh, he gets a double, but he couldn't hold it off. GG, well played by both teams. And Sins gets eliminated from the tournament. GG, well played.
2-0 win here to Kings.
Very, very dominant.
Yeah, I
They're
think
very, very dominant.
Very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout both maps. Hasty definitely man of the match. He went 16 and 8, 16 and 18 and 6, and then 15 and 2. Which is dominant. Really performance.
So yeah. To finalize it out, since lost, KINGZZ win, and they are moving on to the next lower losers bracket. Losers gauntlet here versus who's the next who will be against the loser of the next match, right?
I think so, yes. Loser of the upper bracket.
Mm-hmm. I think Nevermind can join us now.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, alright, since we're not casting anymore. What was that all?
Oh
Man.
yeah, you want to know the stream was extremely laggy, so the second game probably people didn't see that well, you can say.
Sure.
Which is pretty sad.
Is he there, bro?
Well,
Can't tell if he's... Hello? Kippies?
Hello,
Not
can you hear me? I think my microphone
there.
died.
there
There.
we go.
There we go.
That was
Alright.
very
What do you two think of the match? That was absolutely one-sided by KINGZZ. Myself was not expecting it. I was expecting like Sins to at least get like bring it to a close match, right?
Well, I predicted
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, keep going.
Right, you go first.
I thought Sins would just take that, especially with that Russ side, T side pick. When all the matches I've casted, Russ T side has always won. And I saw that, I just assumed that I'd take that quite easily. But then when 9-0 CT Russ side to Kings just really put them in their place. And I think you're never going to recover after that. Even if they went on to win map 2, they'd still be shell shocked in map 3. And KINGZZ was always going to take it after that.
I think in the end it all went out to strategies at that point and aim and strategies, because since they were not switching up the momentum on Russ, allowing KINGZZ to get their positions in check on their CT side, and allowing Sins to like walk into their trap, right? Like yeah,
Definitely.
isolating everyone into one-on-one duels, because KINGZZ is very, very confident that they can win these one-on-one duels that they are feeding towards Sins, right? All of them are just being baited.
I don't know,
Right,
being baited by the teammates. I think they'll try to rush out together, but Kings was just, they weren't in the normal positions where you'd think you'd pre-fire and stuff, and just really played to their detriment.
I agree. How about you, Nevermind? What's your saying about this?
I was actually just calling out people in chat for like
yeah, I
entire
saw
map.
I saw your chat, like everyone's like
You know.
You
That's
know,
just
you
what I
know.
do when I'm not casting.
you just annoy people. Just really say that they were really close. It was obviously one-sided. Any round, all of the rounds were mostly one-sided.
There were a
Right.
few clutches on King's side, but other than that, it's just closed game.
That all right. Yeah, we can't check replays, right? This is so sad because there were some points which I really want to go back to, but anyways, it's really good to see that how KINGZZ played Rust, right? It's a really new way because a lot of teams, especially on CT, like Sins, right? They played a bit aggressive, trying to see if they can get an early pick onto the person of Factory, trying to see if if they can halt the momentum that and deny KINGZZ like space and control map control. And then we have on the KINGZZ's defensive CT side, right?
Just played
KINGZZ's defensive side. Yeah. Played defensive. Played back of the sites, all of them. And they practically stacked A the whole round, minus Makusta, who was always constantly at B. Right?
Yeah. And they just played together as a team. Like normally there was not like one single hero play where you see one guy trying to rush in and mow down four of the terrorists. It was just all single hand defensive plays. And that worked really well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it also went down to aim, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, all the what Sins did was in terms of like strategies, like I mean how they played their the strategy itself was obviously wrong because it can't counter the defensive minded KINGZZ. But in terms of what they're doing, playing slow, I guess it was a good call, but they couldn't really see that there was only one person stacking A every single round, right?
Yeah, and they didn't play around that. You have to be more adaptive at these higher levels. I think that's what Sins has to work on with this newer lineup.
Back to what I was saying, aim. All goes down to aim. Because everything, like I said, everything was correct. The problem is they were not getting they were not winning their aim duels, right?
Yeah.
If Sins could have won at least like 70% of those aim duels, then we could have been seeing a much more closer map. Because I keep saying, the aim duels, you can have a ton of strats as you can have, but all in all, it always goes down to the aims, to the kills. If you can get the kills, then your team can win the round easily by pushing deep, trying to see if there's anyone there. But if you can't get the kills, you get shut down early, especially your entry fragger, which is a very, very important component of a push. Then, it's an easy shutdown, right? Like we see in Rust.
I think this
Same
is also
thing.
shown on Sandstone. You saw Hasty rushing in because the team wasn't ready and killing that entry frag before he even has a chance to push into the site. And that just showed Sandstone as well. Both maps were really strong too.
Yes.
But
And
I think we might wind this down to a close.
true. All in all, Sins I think could have worked on aim, like I said, aim, and then trying to win those 1v1 duels if that's what they were planning. Anyways, do you have any closing remarks? Because that was.
I think KINGZZ is starting to change how you play Rust. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed watching. We'll see you, I think, tomorrow.
Any closing remarks, NVM?
EV's Wi-Fi is gonna die, so make this quick.
Oh, really? All right. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. We will be casting. What's the next match?
I think it's
Next match is I'm not sure actually. Damn.
Wait.
I'll check.
Let's see.
Let me pull up the brackets.
K7 1 KZ.
The next match is actually it's tomorrow. K7 versus 1KZ. Yeah, another 2Ks. Yeah, good luck.
Oh.
Good luck, my man.
I really want to watch this. KINGZZ. I hope they'll dominate.
This is gonna be a good
tomorrow.
match, a very good one.
Yes, it will be a good match. Oh my goodness.
Yep. Good match. Let's go.
Everyone expect this to be a really close match tomorrow, or one-sided match for KINGZZ, or a very close match. It's still in favor of KINGZZ. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and this is Amplified, Nevermind, and Kippy signing off. Thank you guys for watching.
See you guys.